Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's Kay here and I've got a delightful little project to share with you today, and I have been hugely inspired by Yvonne Preston, who I'm sure anybody that makes journals, anybody that is in her group on Facebook will know Yvonne. She's been on YouTube for many years, has done lots and lots of tutorials, and I happened across one for a folio, and this is how it looks when it's all done. So I thought I would come along and share it with you and take the opportunity to share this latest digital kit from Artymaze, which is called Springtime, and it is truly beautiful. I know I say it every time I mention Artymaze and her digitals, but truly this has been such a joy. It's springtime, it's Easter, it's bright soft colours, and it just has lent itself to this particular project beautifully. I will leave a link to Yvonne Preston's video below this when we're done, and of course link Artymaze for her digital kits. You just go along to Artymaze channel, look under the show more bit, and it will give you direct links to Andrea's store on Etsy. So this is this lovely folio. The tutorial was really easy to follow, and Yvonne explains everything in such detail. I've not followed it to the letter, that wouldn't be who I am, but I've taken the basics and then just gone on and put things in a way that suits me. So this is the front flip, and it is a folio. It's not a journal, although there are places to put notes in and that kind of thing. So this is the front flip, and it opens that way. Then there's a lovely spotty dotty flip here, and that one opens that way, and then there's a plain page here that you could use to journal in and use the pockets to cover it up if you wanted to, or put in a photograph, or just leave it in all its prettiness to sit and look at you as you look through it. It then opens, and we've got two fairly standard pages here. I've not left tuck spots or anything like that. I've just concentrated on backing all the craft card stock with a border around it, and then utilising these wonderful papers. Anybody that knows me knows I'm an absolute spotty dotty freak. Anything that's got spots on I absolutely adore, unless it's a young child squalling with chicken pox. We'll leave that one there. But this is the kind of papers that I absolutely adore. They're designed to mix and match, they're designed to shine from one another, and they most certainly do. I've fussy cut a butterfly here, placed it on the front, little bit of stickles, little bit of lace, nothing too outlandish, and the same on the other side, and just utilised words that I've had in my stash for a little while, although the kit does come with a few words, and these glorious stamps which I've not actually used in this, and separate images like this. The kit is very fulsome, as they always are with Andrea. And if I show you this other one here very briefly, here is another components page. She actually thinks of everything from decoration through to whatever else you might need to mat and layer. It's a bit of fussy cutting for sure, but it's not a bad thing. And there are, I think, 3 separate files within the kit, and it covers everything you could possibly want. You then open out this way, and there is a lovely little saving area here, as I'm going to call it, another beautifully decorated page there, and then it opens out again. So we've got this lovely spread once the folio is open. I've again used a little bit of glitter, not too much this time. I've kind of tried to keep it just on images that will really respond well to the crystal stickles. And then this opens up and there are 2 pockets. I'll deal with this one first, and there's a lovely little tag in here. They're all plain on the back. I've used a little bit of glossy accents there just to give a little bit of extra texture and vision there. Plain on the back. That slots in here, and I've taken some inspiration from Andrea's quotes for nature. And then in here is a tag, again absolutely beautiful. I've used one of the smaller little buttons, a little bit of the lace trim and the bird, and then put on the harmonious word. Very, very simplistic. I find if I try and do things that are overly cluttered and overly busy, I don't like it, and I go off the boil considerably. So everything is clean lines and pretty much as I do everything, unfortunately. So if you like all the thready bits, and I love it, but it's not something that I seem able to coordinate and bring together in a nice way, so that's why you're not seeing them. There's another little tag here from a die that I've got, and I just layered up, put some extra bits and pieces on. What does that say? Embrace life, and that one sits in that pocket there. And then in this top pocket, if I can get it out, because the pockets are tight, you haven't got an awful lot of room to manoeuvre, is another of the tags. I've not put grommets or anything in them at this point. I think because of the lack of space once everything is decorated, you don't need knots and that kind of thing, but it does make a nice little journaling spot along the way. And the base of this is just an envelope which I have cut about and then resealed and put back onto this center panel. I actually made several of them, but in their right size they're obviously too big for this particular scenario, but you know, I should keep those for something else, needless to say. And then if we start on this side with the little button, whoops, stick that back on again in a moment, little button closure, I've made a collaged postcard, and I've used a Tim Holtz on the back just to label it so, and then a more standardized postcard here with a little bit of stamping on, nothing too much, and again that little postcard stamp on the back. And here is one of the wonderful envelopes, nothing inside, it would be completely for storage only, but look at how beautiful they come together. You could use it to send out to someone and just, you know, pop a plain label on the front which would keep it all together and allow the postman to see where you wanted it to be. I will stick that back on later. So much for hot glue. And then this is the other side, and they are different even though in the way they're put together they are identical. And again it is 2 different postcards, again with the stamp on the back and just a little bit of lace, a little bit of dingle dangle, nothing too much. As I say, I have done a tiny bit of stamping, a little bit of matte and layering, but nothing too much. And here is the other envelope that comes in the kit, absolutely gorgeous. I would defy anybody not to find, you know, a lot of pleasure in the components and the general way in which this kit has been designed and put together. I just adore Andrea's work. She just, for me, she just can't go wrong. You know, I've been in the crafting arena for a long time now, and she will always be a constant. I think it's just one of those things. And then on the back here is the not quite the back page, but this holds all of this together here. And again, very simplistic, a couple of little cutouts, some wordage, nothing to detract from the papers. And then you close that over, and there is the back of the folio. And you know, I just think it is absolutely beautiful. I'm so pleased with how it's come out. And it is, just for the sake of interest, 7.5 inches by 4.25 inches wide. Needless to say, once you've got the tutorial and you know where you're going with it, it's very easy to extend this and make it larger. And then all I've done is got a little bit of this grosgrain ribbon, and that just ties it together, because by the time everything is in it, you know, doesn't want to sit closed at all. So I hope, as always, that I've inspired or given you food for thought at the very least. Do go along and check out these two ladies through the links that I'll leave below the video, and I hope, like me, you find lots and lots of things of interest to you. Take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.